Good morning. I am in the gym as usual. But I wanted to just get on really quickly and provide 3 tips that I recently learned about how to deal with difficult people. And I know that you never have to deal with anybody difficult, right? No, just kidding. We deal with difficult people in every aspect of our lives because why? We have interactions with other human beings, and there are bound to be multiple personalities that are conflicting, and there are bound to be situations where you're going to be dealing with a difficult person. So 3 practical advice tips that will hopefully help in that situation so that you can keep your cool and rise from their situation with grace and distinction. All right, so the first tip is basically what you need to do is stop, okay? And stop is the acronym, and in the first letter S means stop everything that you're doing. So you encounter a difficult person, they're really riding your nerves, stop what you're doing, okay? The next thing is take 3 deep breaths. So 3 deep good ones, all right? And then O is observe what your body is doing or how you feel, okay? And then the last thing is P, which is proceed with kindness and compassion. All right, so you stop. You stop what you're doing, take 3 deep breaths, observe how your body feels, and then you proceed with kindness and compassion. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, so no matter how challenging the situation is, if you try that, that will get you on the road of not being very reactionary and doing something that you might regret later. Trust me, been there. All right, so the next one is, number 2 is see through the control drama the other person's using. So when people are being difficult, a lot of times it is because they are not getting their needs met and they're not really sure how to cope with that. And so they come across as being difficult. Now, there are different things that they can do, these control dramas, and they actually have been categorized. The first one is being nice and manipulative. So that's the person that's like smiling and, trying their very best as they're talking to you, talking in a sweet tone to like get what they want. They're manipulating the situation. Then there is the being nasty and manipulative person. So, they're just being a total pill, and they're trying their very best to manipulate a situation, bending it toward their advantage, okay? Then the third one is being aloof and withdrawn. So they're like, whatever, I don't care, staying to them, kind of staying to themselves, but still, that's their response to not getting what they want from the interaction. And then the last one is the whole poor me, I'm the victim kind of response. And this is something that I've seen in someone that is near and dear to me, which I am trying my very best to help them not do that, because it's not a very healthy response to not getting what you're hoping to get from an interaction. So if you recognize all of these, then you can actually start to configure the interaction such that you are getting helping them to see that we can come to a compromise, or we can figure something out, okay? And then hopefully that will help them not to be difficult in your interaction as you continue. And then the last point, don't take it personal, okay? Like I said before, there's always a reason why someone's being difficult, why someone's being oppressive, why someone's being abusive, why someone is being, verbally abusive, why someone is saying things that are negative. There's always a reason behind it. And when you know the backstory, sometimes you can get more insight and how to actually help them. But don't take it personally. It's not you. And if you're finding that none of these methods are really helping, like you stopped what you're doing, you took your deep breaths, all that stuff, you recognize what the problem was as far as their reaction, and you are trying to still interface with them, if that's still not working, just walk away. Just walk away, because that way you don't say something that you regret. That way you don't internalize the negativity of the interaction, and it just is better for everybody involved. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. There are a bunch of other steps in which you can, within this stepwise control of a situation where you're dealing with a difficult person, but I thought I would share those three to keep it brief. All right, so that's what I learned. I was researching that this morning, and I learned that, so I figured I'd share it. So I hope that everybody has a great day today, and remember, be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness.